let's watch this. Destiny confronts Boogie2988 for packing cancer.
If they don't need that test to confirm cancer, why would you spend extra money on a biopsy they don't need?
I don't know if you heard of this, Destiny. I just got a bit of a windfall.
What's a windfall?
He did a $10,000 crypto scam. And he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer. I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
I'm gambling right
my
now.
medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical records.
$5,000.
In the future then, when Boogie says, I have to do XYZ scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much, he can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said that he has.
This is true, and you lied about cancer. This is the biggest scandal on the internet.
What do you know about Boogie's crypto scam?
Nothing at all.
Is that Kimstar or who's that?
Nothing at all?
Nope.
All right, we're gonna have a chat about it. All right. Okay. So, Boogie, as everyone in chat knows, is an epic lol cow. Okay, he's fallen off. He used to be seen as the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, and now everybody just basically sees him as a
Rogers.
I would argue there was like a little bit of charitability he had from large YouTubers because I think they thought he was just like dumb.
Okay.
Like he's mostly just an idiot. But now he's been exposed for running a pump and dump crypto scam on what's remaining of his audience. And see, his explanation is he didn't know what he was doing. I don't really buy that. I think he was lying. I think he knew the entire time. Mostly because the service he was using was called pump.fund, which is literally
based.
I mean, it is based. But he somehow didn't know. But CoffeeZilla did this really good interview with him, and you can basically catch on to Boogie's blatant manipulation tactics. And I think it would be excellent for you to check out on stream, which is why I'm going to DM it to you right now. I'm not doing any spoilers on this, okay? Chat, you're not getting any spoilers. This is all new information. Okay, I'm not going to turkey Tom it out. Yeah, let's check this out.
Oh my god, I just got the best idea ever. Holy shit.
K6?
You should give, since I'm a boring reading streamer now, you should do like a 45-minute, like a 30-minute drama segment where you can call into anything else. We'll put you on the TV, and then you can just like say like, here's some drama going on, and then give us your take on it, and then we'll get all that, and we'll go over it on. It'd be a
That's a genius idea. Wow, I should do that.
But we can do it here now. No, man. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe we'll look at this later. Okay.
Content.
Confronting Boogie2988 on crypto scam. Oh, I opened this, and somebody in my chat was like, "This is boring. Don't watch it."
It's not boring. That chatter wants to see you read. CoffeeZilla caught him in the act.
All right.
Basically, the deal was he adopted this kind of Andrew Tate persona, where he was he's a fat ass, so he takes his shirt off, he's wearing glasses, he's got his girlfriend next to him on stream in her underwear, and he's like, I'm gonna help you in cheek thing, right? This crypto thing. And for that reason, I don't really feel bad for anybody who got quote unquote scammed by him because he was literally pitching it as like it is a pump and dump.
Okay.
The criticism I think comes down to the fact that Boogie didn't even know himself what he was promoting. He's a person. And he also admits in this interview to being a fan of CoffeeZilla, so he knew exactly what he was doing. Like he watches all this happen, but for some miraculous reason, he's like, I didn't know what a pump and dump was, didn't know what he was doing. It's kind of the classic Boogie playing the victim when he's caught. But this interview, I think, will be an excellent watch. And you'll love it. You'll catch on his manipulation. Boogie's like a BPD girl when you catch her, okay?
Boogie2988 on a crypto pump and dump he did, where he got paid $10,000 to promote a coin, and he said that he thought that just because he said, hey, don't buy this unless you're rich, that nobody was going to put their money in. A few hours later, $3 million worth of trading volume had been done. And I tried to tell him and explain to him that that's how these deals work. Insiders pay you, the celebrity, to go ahead and promote something. They paid him $10,000, and then people end up buying the coin. It doesn't matter what you say. The whole point is they're renting your likeness, renting your image in order to do that. He then told me, well, basically he's paying for cancer, so he can't pay that money back. It's all spent, money's gone. And I tried to get to the bottom of why he did it, why I think that he didn't actually care.
Wait, does Boogie have cancer?
Does he have what?
Does Boogie have cancer?
Yeah, he says he has blood cancer, yeah. A lot of people don't believe it, but he claims to have blood cancer, I think.
Okay.
Whether it was a scam or not, because he actually came to me ahead of time. It was a really weird story where he came to my DMs before he fully launched the coin. He had just done an announcement tweet saying, hey, at pump.fund, which is the platform he was launching on. And then he said to me, hey, I got a question for you, something like that. And I looked at his Twitter profile and I said, don't do what I think you're about to do. And he said, oh, it's too late. Like, I already spent the money, hospital bills and stuff. So I thought it was really weird. Like, why would you come to the guy who busts scams if you thought it was all on the up and up? Because that's what he tries to say is, no, if I'd only known, if I'd only seen ahead of time what this was, I wouldn't have done it. Very strange story, though. I want you to hear.
Well, it's obvious why he went to him. It's because he was basically trying to say, like, well, I went to CoffeeZilla first and we chatted about it, so I figured everything would be good. It's like he's like covering his tracks, or basically, right? Or covering his ass, really, right? But
from Boogie2988 himself, though, about this, decide what you think. In general, I think it's fine to say people should not be investing in memes. I just think it's also obvious that marketers wouldn't pay people if people didn't fall for this stuff. Ultimately, they are scamming your fans. They get in on the coin early. They sell as your fans pile in. I hope we can continue to expose celebrities who do this, such as Boogie. Desperate or not, it's not okay. There are other ways to make money. And yeah, here's the call we had. Boogie, it looks like you launched a crypto token that is a scam.
Yes, I do this to them.
Well, I don't think it's a pump and dump. It is a meme coin.
It's literally from a thing called pump.fund. What are you talking about?
I never knew who Pump.Fun was until today.
Well, that's what you tweeted. That's what you tweeted. You said, "Oh, we're gonna break."
Like, I learned about it today, so I also tweeted about it today. Try to find a time I tweeted about it before today. You won't, because I just found out that I didn't know who this company is or these people I'm working with, other than they referred to me by Afroman's manager.
Right, but you said before you posted the pump and dump, you said we're gonna crush the internet. Pump.Fun. You didn't realize at that point you're doing a pump and dump, that you're getting paid by insiders to do this?
Well, not really, because again, if you watch the video that I launched this with, the entire video, the entire joke is I lost all of my money in crypto.
But I'm here to tell you the truth and the hacks to help you break free from the matrix so you can be a brokey like me. True happiness comes from a goldfish, from the same one a couple of nights a month, and the occasional meme coin. Fatty for life.
Here's my coin. If you want to be broke too, buy my shit coin. That's what I say in my tweets.
What's the joke about you getting paid to do this, though, and asking people to invest in this coin? I mean, what's the joke exactly? You know people are going to invest. That's why you're getting paid. You know that.
I thought people would buy one coin to come onto the server and hang out. That's what I thought. That's my understanding, and that was the point. You know, when they were pitching this to me, they're like, don't be like Logan Paul, don't be these other people. We want you active in the community. We want you to talk. We want you to be there. This is your community. Be part of it. And so it seems very easy for me to do this with another company to collect.
You were asking people to invest in a financial product, not just a community, right? You understand that. This is not like, hey, pay $1 and you get access to my community. People think that they're going to make money. That is why there's three.
I just want to give you a quick insight. We're going to take a quick manipulator break, okay? I don't know if I can expand upon these rules like explicitly, but there is a thing that manipulators do where they will claim that they're not doing a particular thing, but then in the course of arguing about whether they're doing that thing, at some point in the argument, they'll begin to justify the thing that they said before that they weren't doing. It's a little slick, it's probably unintentional, but it's incredibly mindful. Let's say that you come home and somebody, you find that your dog is acting a lot differently than you expect it to, and you ask a friend to babysit the dog. So you go up to the friend and you're like, yo, what's going on with my dog? Like, what do you mean? Like, were you pissed off at my dog? Did you attack my dog? Like, why is he so like scared? Why is he in the corner? I'm like, no, I would never do that. Me and your dog are all fine. We're great. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Really? And then you start pushing, and then you're like, listen, I never knew your dog. Okay, listen, your dog barks like all day. Okay, like he barks all the time. He shits all over the place. He pisses everywhere. Like he eats his dog. Something that is happening here. I don't think people realize. Well, I don't think the person doing it realizes what they're doing, so they wouldn't do it. And the person arguing with them often doesn't realize it. What's happening is when you say, when they start giving justifications for behavior that they initially said they didn't do, they did do that behavior, and now in their mind they've moved on to trying to justify and defend themselves because they've forgotten that they lied about not doing it at all. It's super manipulative. It's really because then the other person will start arguing the justifications, not realizing, hold on, wait. So if you're saying my dog did okay, fine, maybe he did, but then you did kick my dog, right? You attacked him, right? Like you're justifying now why you attacked him. You understand what you're doing, right? People don't catch this. What Boogie is doing here, Boogie's deploying this. Initially, the coin is just a joke. It's just a joke. I don't think he was actually doing it. It's a joke meme coin, right? But then it's like, what are we making justifications for now? They said that I was going to participate in the community. I'm not going to be like the Pauls. I'm actually going to go my community participate. I just want people like buy one so they gain access to the Discord, right? Well, hold on, wait. First you said it was a joke, but now you're justifying why the coin was a good buy. So was it not a joke? Did you actually intend to have this be a product, right? Notice that right now Boogie is defending the very proposition that he denied, which is that this is a coin that's meant to be purchased by people. It's a serious product. In the beginning of the conversation, just as a quick manipulator thing to point out, but okay.
You were asking people to invest in a financial product, not just a community,
sneaky,
right?
yeah.
You understand that. This is not like, hey, pay $1 and you get access to my community. People think that they're going to make money. That is why there's $3 million of trading volume on this little shitcoin that you just promoted.
Well, I told them they won't make money. I literally told you you'll go broke buying this coin.
You
can't think in the tweets and in the videos. I said, don't buy this coin. You'll go broke. If you want to be broke like me, buy this coin.
There's literally no way you believe you're going to get paid $10,000 for something, and those people aren't expecting a greater return on their investment. This is how meme coins work.
Their money back, but I mean, there are plenty of companies that I've worked with that are just there to get their name out, and they're glad to make their money back, or even spend the money to get name recognition. I can name a dozen.
These people are spending money to get Pump.Fun meme coin name recognition?
I presume.
Let me explain how this works, Boogie. Let me explain how this works. Pump.Fun is a place where a lot of things happen, but celebrities will launch meme coins. How it works is insiders pay them for their brand to juice it for all it's worth. They buy in early. They have the influencer promote it. The price jumps up because no matter what the influencer says, the attention gets people to put money in the stupid project. No matter how much you tell them, oh, it's a meme, guys. It's just a joke. It's just a fun little joke. They're going to put their money in because they like you, and they're going to get rugged. They're going to get destroyed by the insiders who got in early on the coin. They have all the advantage because they got in early. All your fans have the disadvantage because they got in late. These coins always spike at the beginning. They always die. You think you're going to be around this community for a long time. You're not. Within 6 months, this thing is going to be dead.
I mean,
yes and no.
Who's buying these things though?
Oh, he's saying that the coin is absolutely is obviously a sham and not a smart investment. So if you invest in it, you're throwing money away to be part of the community. Still stupid though. No, the goal is to do a pump and dump because. Thank you very much. It's so easy to see that if you really truly did mean this to just kind of be like a meme thing, then you would like limit the upside, right? You would, I don't even know, I'm sure you can build this functionality into coins, but you would limit it so that one wallet can only hold one coin, or you just wouldn't even make it crypto at all. You would just make some digital purchase that like flags a Discord account. The fact that you're letting people buy as much as possible means that the potentiality for a pump and dump is there. And when you're working with a site called www.pumpcoin or whatever.com, and you're getting paid $10,000 to promote it, it's pretty obvious what's going on.
The thing is, like, why would he even promote it in the first place? For free? Like, am I really supposed to believe that?
Yeah, he's getting paid for it, right?
Yeah, he's getting paid. Exactly. That's the entire point. Like, he can, like, joke about it. It's like, oh, I'm, not responsible or whatever because I said not to buy it. But, like, then you're also, like, talking about how it's valuable, how you're building a community. How there's a
exactly. Yes. You're justifying the thing you just said you weren't doing. You said it was just a meme, but now you're saying why it was worth selling to people in the first. So what is it? Yeah.
And I mean, I think the truth is obviously the bad intention, which is what Boogie wanted. But I think it's pretty clear. I don't know how you feel about it. But I think the reason he messaged Coffee first is to, like, avoid responsibility or, like,
that's what I said. Because he can say that, like, because, like, bro, I messaged you. Like, come on, dude, you really gonna light me up on this? Like, dude, I messaged you and I talked about it, right? Like, it's that appeal to that bullshit in the beginning.
Yeah. And the worst part about it is, like, Boogie could make videos to make money. He, like, refuses to. And he also, like, has a bunch of trash in his house. Like, he has, like, I want to say, like, $10,000 at least worth of, like, Funko Pops and arcade machines they're like, if you're going through like cancer treatment and you can't pay for it, you should probably be selling it off first before you're scamming your audience, right? But he refuses to do that. He refuses to take any responsibility for his own life. It's always just, well, no, I'm just gonna scam people. And when he does scam people, it's like, okay, well, it's not really my fault, and this is why someone else's fault, and I know what I was getting into, and these guys are responsible.
Sure, although I would say careful in the terminology like scamming his audience for the cancer treatment. I mean, if he's honest about what he's doing. It's not really a scam. His audience is just stupid, right? But
I mean, yeah, the audience is pretty dumb, but I still think he faces some responsibility at the very least for the lying.
which way lying about what?
Well, because on one hand, he's like, I never told anyone to use it. I said, which, and he's also just saying it's like cool.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. About the crypto thing, I agree. In particular, I was just saying that, like, you can't say that he's scamming people about the cancer donations because if he's honest, like, I need this for cancer shit, and I do all these phone calls.
Yeah.
That's not really. But this is probably kind of a scam.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing that would significantly change my mind on this,
Does he lie
any
about
reading into this at all,
cancer
the question
though?
would be: was Boogie open about the fact that he was getting paid $10,000 to promote this before it all went down?
I honestly couldn't tell you that. I don't remember. He did say it in this recording, but I'm not sure if he said it beforehand. I would guess not, but I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
Talk to. I left the server, but if there's people to talk to, I'll talk to them. Why wouldn't I?
Because you got paid up front.
Sure.
Okay.
Brother, I don't know if you understand what my life is like right now, but I have so much free time that I spend a lot of it on my Discord now because I'm just bored out of my mind. I don't have places to go. I don't have money to spend.
Why not to sound like ableist, but if you have all this free time, why not work, my friend? And it doesn't have to be like boring, horrible work. Like make YouTube videos. You have a channel with millions, right?
Boogie, 4 million subs.
Bro, yeah.
He refuses to. He refuses to make videos.
You have all this free time? What the Okay, listening more.
I'm literally just fighting for my life over here, and a lot of that involves staying home, spending my money where it needs to be spent, and trying to just not stress myself out to make my polycythemia vera any worse.
How much did you get paid for this total?
I was given $5,000 up front with a promise of $5,000 on the back end after a week of coming on the Telegram, doing some live streams, doing some tweets about it, and all along the ways talking about how it's a shitcoin that'll make you go broke.
One
go
thing
broke.
I'm curious. I don't know if CoffeeZilla will drill into this. You say you got $5K up front and then $5K for continued work. So there are two ways that this could have gone. One would be very interesting. So one standard way would be $10,000 contract. You get $5K up front. You get $5K after a week. But a second way that contract could have been written is you get $5K up front and you'll get $5K if they hit a certain volume. And that second one would be a killer point. I hope don't spoil if they go into it. I hope he asked him if that second payment was contingent upon a minimum volume for the coin. We'll see.
You know why they tell you to do it for a week, right? That's how much time they need to get out of the coin. They're going to slowly drain the coin as people buy in. They're going to use whatever's worth of your name to dump on your fans. You know that.
Well, if you're telling me that, I believe you.
That's how meme coins work. I told you in DMs not to do this. You came to me because you were about to launch this coin.
It was launched. You told me after my first tweet. I literally said to you, the question before that was like, hey man, can we talk real quick? You said, don't do it. I said, I have some questions. And you said, don't do it.
But he did
but
it
at that
anyway.
point, today it was already too late. The first tweet was out. And
Oh, now here's Boogie. So remember, he laid the trap by asking him a few weeks earlier, right? Like, bro, I came to you. Now he's like invoking that, basically like pardon power. Like, I already talked to you, so I should be clear, right? Bro, you can go after I ask you questions, right? We already talked about this, yeah.
No. There was no contract. There was no video out.
the money's already spent. It's at Mercy Hospital right now. It's gone. I used it to pay dets. I used to pay medical debt. So
You didn't have to tweet that tweet. You didn't have to tweet it out. You said you did the pre-announcement hype thing, and then you sent me a message asking me, oh, I've got some questions. I immediately tell you don't do it. Then you don't listen to me. You say it's too late. I cast the check. Need it for medical bills. Isn't it just a shitcoin, a meme? No one's actually going to buy the thing. And then $3 million worth of trading volume happened.
Yeah, I was not expecting that, obviously.
You know who was expecting that? The people who paid.
Okay.
I obviously don't want anybody to lose money. I thought there was going to be some trading. I thought people would buy
Yeah,
enough coins to join the
more
community
money
and come
than
fuck around and
expected.
have fun. I thought they might spend a little bit of money like they do on Cameo or Patreon. Okay, that's a personal interaction. That's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting anybody to think they're going to make money from this, especially because I specifically told them you will not make money from this.
Don't you think it's kind of gross, given that you know firsthand, almost better than anyone, the damage that speculative investments can do, that you would then make money from a speculative investment like this?
I put my money in the crypto market in the wrong section, and I pretty much lost most of everything.
Right, that's why I'm telling people don't make a speculative investment here because I lost my ass. Like if you watch the video, hopefully you'll include it in your video, parts of it. But in the video, I talk about how broke I am, how I lost my money on crypto. I talk about if you want to be broke like me, join my community. And
Right, you're doing a satire of Andrew Tate's crypto coin. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Where, okay.
He admits
Where
it.
he's saying
Okay.
join it, make money. I'm saying join it, lose money.
And you think that's okay to then financially tie money for yourself where you can hurt your audience? You think that's fine as long as you say, oh, join it and you can lose some money?
I will say, wow, you can also be endlessly critical of Boogie for a huge variety of reasons. Well, I don't know if I would say Boogie did anything wrong here. I was saying greedy, or maybe the fact that he's so like he's not honest about it is like the wrong part. But if Boogie is like going on to like buy broke coin, buy broke Bitcoin, buy broke ass coin, and then you buy it and it ends up being a pump and dump, I think I have exactly zero sympathy for anybody that buys it. I mean, well, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for those people. I think
I don't even know Boogie. I don't know Boogie did anything wrong there.
That. It's like it's Boogie. Like why the fuck are you buying a coin from this idiot?
Sure, yeah.
Anything about it, you find this guy's like a liar, like pathologically.
Yeah, well, yeah, but in this case, he's not even lying. If he's literally saying, "Listen, be broke like me," blah 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 blah. Like, I mean, you can't really say promoted, even if the coin does end up being a pump and dump. Like, but okay.
I think part of the problem is he says it's
Does
not a
it
pump
make
and
it
dump,
okay
and
then?
it, like definitely.
Yeah,
is.
that's why I'm
So the
saying
question
when he
becomes,
lies
did
about
he
it.
not know?
Yeah, exactly. When he lies about it, that's the problem. Yeah, like if he would just come on a call like this, and he's like, CoffeeZilla's like, yo, what's going on? And he's like, I guess coming out here's a pump and dump. So yeah, I mean, I guess I was more right than I knew when I told you that if you buy it like me. So yeah, if you did, yeah, it was pump and dump. If Boogie was like that, I think okay, you're clear. So I think any moral wrong that Boogie is saying, I think it's just because of that behavior afterwards. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mostly agree.
Still listening?
You know, with your following, people are going to invest in that.
Absolutely would. I mean, I'm steadfast in this. Yes, I believe that if I got paid to tell you don't buy something, I'll gladly take that money. If I get paid to tell you this might be dangerous for you, invest smartly. Yes, I think I would love to get paid. I'd love to be paid to be an example of somebody who lost their ass in crypto and to teach people that very important lesson. I think it's a very good lesson to learn.
You think making people lose money, that's a good lesson?
No, I wanted to keep them from doing that. I wanted to get the message out to make sure they didn't. That's the point. I thought it would go viral as a meme.
And then like this like weird thing of like, oh, I was just trying to help people. Like, it's cringe and stupid and not true. Like, you just wanted to get paid, dog. You wanted to get paid, you got paid. Like, that's it. Just say that much. Like, all this weird moralizing is cringe.
As a joke, as a comedy bit. I thought they would make people laugh. I thought people.
An investment is never a comedy. Like, people who are trying to tie comedy to investments, it's hilarious.
Make an investment. I didn't expect anybody to make a large investment. Why would they? I told them not to.
Okay. Let me ask you this: when were you paid the $5,000?
5 days ago.
5 days ago.
Less than a week.
Were you paid in cash or were you paid in like crypto?
Cash, obviously. Yeah.
Okay. And you're being...
I hold none of. As far as I know, it's my understanding I hold none of this coins. I don't have any coins in my wallet. It's my understanding they've set aside 2% for me, but I don't have a way to receive that.
Oh, like that sounds really bad. When you say that, so remember, okay, CEO compensation is done in stock a lot of the times because the goal is you want to tie the incentives of the CEO along with the incentives of the board. Okay, if the CEO is getting compensated in stock, then the CEO is motivated to make decisions to increase the value of the company so that the share values that the board members represent also increase. You're aligning incentives there. If Boogie knows, and he just said that, Boogie knows that part of his compensation is in the coin itself. He's got 2% ownership, I guess, of all the coins or some percentage of the coins, whatever. If he's got that 2%, that means that Boogie has an incentive to see the price increase. And an increase in price kind of necessarily implies that a lot of people are trading on it. So that's not a good thing. That hopefully we'll see if Coffee picks up on that, but okay.
It's my understanding they set aside 2% for me, but I don't have a way to receive that. So I don't know what that does to me. And 2% of nothing, I thought was nothing anyway. So who cares?
So you can
but
see
now the coin is your coin that you told no one to buy is being bought, unsurprisingly, and now it is worth something. Are you then going to sell that too? If you get a hold of it, are you going to sell it?
No, I will not sell. I won't be able to get a hold of it. I don't have a wallet anymore.
Well, they can just sell it for you. They can just make money for you. Are you going to take it?
If I'm being genuine with you, and I do want to be genuine.
Oh, right. And so he even lied. I don't know if CoffeeZilla realized what he was asking here, but I think when Boogie says he doesn't have access to it or can't do it, I think Boogie's trying to be cute. I think Boogie, it sounds like Boogie knows that he's going to be compensated based on the value of that coin, which means that first thing that I asked, where I was like, when you said it was 5K up front and then 5K after, was that based on any performance metrics? I wonder now if in that contract, that 5K he got later, if that was based on a performance metric of the coin, or if that's them compensating him or buying him out basically that 2% of that he had of the coin. And it sounds like Boogie is aware now that there might be a way for him to be compensated for the coin, because he's being cute earlier. Saying, well, I don't know the wallet, so I don't know if I have access to it. So right, yeah.
If I'm being genuine with you, and I do want to be genuine with you and the rest of the internet, I'm in pretty dire need of money. I have a lot of medical bills, and I'm fighting cancer, and I very much like not to rally my healthcare too much, but that's something I would genuinely have to consider. And I know that from watching your videos in the past, if I say maybe here, a lot of people are going to take that as a no, and it might end up being a no. So I may as well give you a hard no here, because I very, very much need the money. I'm on $1,800 for the medications right now. I need the money to pay for that. I have a $2,000 a month mortgage.
Why does he not have like Medicaid or any kind of like state medication like insurance program, or what's?
That makes it okay to scam people.
Like very much to keep my home. I very much like. I don't want to do the price of anyone.
That is kind of what's happened here. A
That's
little.
not kind of what's happened a little bit. Don't soften that. That's exactly what's happened here. There is a scam that's being perpetuated with the coin that he's being paid to support, and he's getting paid a percentage of how successful the scam runs. That's exactly what's happening.
That is kind of what's happened here a little bit, though. You know that.
Yeah, I mean, you've informed me of that, and I'm very sorry for that. I hope people listened. I hope people heard what I had to say. I hope people remembered, like, you're buying into a community that's there to make fun of me for losing my ass. That's the entire point of the community. You're supposed to, as a crypto bro, come in and maybe you throw me a bone because you know I have medical bills. But
wait, so people are supposed to buy into it if you're a crypto bro? So they were supposed to buy it? What does he mean you throw you a bone because you have bills to pay? So was it a joke coin from the very beginning that nobody was ever supposed to take seriously? Or was it a coin where you make fun of Boogie by buying into it so he makes money, but then other people are going to get somebody buying into it? Or what? Like,
that's for millionaires. I want multi-millionaires who make more.
They're really not throwing you a bone, though. They're throwing the people who paid you a bone. Like, the people who are investing in this coin are enriching not you the most, but the people who paid you. And that's the whole grift. It's like people are getting celebrities to rent out their reputations to milk them for all they're worth.
But you're describing, I charge for memberships on YouTube. YouTube takes half. You're talking about a grift that every company does on the entire internet. I didn't think it would be an unfair percentage. Otherwise I wouldn't have signed up for it.
No, I'm talking about a pump and dump, because this is not some kind of like obvious, oh, this is a membership. This is to make money, right? That's what meme coins are about, making money.
Well, I accept the fact that you're telling me I'm ripping people off, and I accept that might very well be true, and I don't mean to be. And it was not my intention. My intention...
He always shirks responsibility. He does this thing where he's very good at this. This is a super abusive... man, that girl with him must be super mindful. I feel so bad for her. Boogie's like a master of manipulatively avoiding responsibility while sounding like he's making concessions the entire time, right? You understand that you stole that homeless guy's money, and now he's starving to. It's like...
I mean, yeah, if he's starving to death now, like, yeah, I mean, I accept that, you know, yeah, maybe that money in that cup that was his might have actually belonged to him, but I mean, I didn't know at the time. I've seen money laying on the ground a ton before, and I picked it up. I've seen tons of people walk by and pick up money, and I spent money on medical bills. And I mean, if you're telling me that that's really what happened, then, you know, I guess, okay, yeah, if you're telling me, then right? The recognition of the wrong is always external, right? You're the one that's realized I did a wrong thing. He's external, right? Oh, well, if you're saying this, oh, well, if you're telling me that, well, that's what people are saying, that's what's happened. And it's always a thing that is like happening to him and never happening because of him, right? Oh, well, these guys, you know, I guess if this is what they did and they pumped him up and they did this, there's no agency ever. But he never has any agency in his life. Well, I didn't know that I did this, or in the advanced, because remember he always ratchets up the assurance seeking, right? If the next level of, I don't know if he does it, the next level of the boogie assurance seeking will be, okay, yeah, maybe I did do this, I did it, and then he catastrophizes. I'm a massive cuck. I did it and everything because I'm so worthless and I can't do this and I'm just a worthless person. You're right. Is that what you want to hear? That I'm a horrible human being, right? It's this false sense of like taking responsibility. When in reality, he's just trying to like throw himself under the bus to make the person talking to him either feel bad for him or feel like they've accomplished their mission, and then they walk away and it
He's
resets.
making them feel like they take responsibility for themselves.
And
yeah, really not.
He like has like Boogie is like one of the most obvious. Like when you watch his conversational schema, it's always like abuser or manipulator type talk every single time. It's the same. And he sticks to it so well.
The biggest question for me is always with these kinds of people, like, how self-aware is Boogie of what he's doing? Like, how self-aware of his manipulation is he? Like, is he thinking ahead of time, this is what I'm going to do, or is it like a totally subconscious thing he doesn't realize?
It's hard since I never do any of this, and I'm not a manipulator. But it is really hard to get into the mind of a person like this. I would assume that they don't know. It's like they know that if they perform. When a baby cries, does a baby really know what they're doing? What a baby knows is that if they make noise, eventually somebody will come and take care of them. But does the baby know that they're creating an environment where the other person is so fucking irritated that it's easier to acquiesce to the needs of the child than it is to sit there and endure another minute of their screaming? I don't think the baby knows that. I think the baby just knows that if he cries, eventually somebody comes and takes care of him. I think that with manipulator behavior,
operating conditioning?
yes, I truly think so, yeah. That when they've engaged in certain behaviors in the past, they tend to get rewarded for it, so they continue to do so. And it's just kind of like a learned behavior, and they deploy it without thought. That's my guess, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, 7 more minutes. Okay, go there.
It was not my intention. My intention was to be a spectacle, as I've always chosen to be on YouTube, for people to look and laugh and realize that I'm the fat, dumb idiot that lost his money in crypto. To drive home the point that crypto is not a smart or safe investment, and you have to be very careful with your money. I said that in the video. I've said that on the Telegram. I said it on Twitter, and I'll say it again here. And I genuinely do not think anybody would think...
This isn't some grand point. You're just making 10K. This is just you making 10K.
I think you can do both. I think you can make a point and get paid to do it. I think you can do both. Are you getting paid from this video? Will you be making a point in this video?
Am I going to be selling a product? Am I going to be selling a crypto token? No.
I don't know. Will it have an advertisement? I don't know. I don't know how you run your channel these days. I haven't seen you in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you're running ads on this, and I don't know if you have a sponsor, but you might.
Do you think that's the same?
Coffee up so hard. Coffee shouldn't have said, am I selling a product? Coffee should have just said, am I scamming anybody? Am I scamming anybody or causing anybody to lose money to a scam? That's what he should have said. He gave Boogie out there and he realized that and he didn't correct himself. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you're running ads on this, and I don't know if you have a sponsor, but you might.
Do you think that's the same thing as a financial product?
I will say also for people to engage in this form of manipulation, something that they're very, very, very good at doing is they're very good at attacking you from a place of perceived vulnerability. They look like they're incredibly vulnerable and exposed, and from that position, they're able to attack you so much, and you can't attack them back because it feels like really horrible to do so, right? They're either crying, they're being emotional, they're throwing themselves under the bus, and when you get a person like that, right? Fine, I fucked up. Yeah, I'm the worst person in the world. Okay, sure, fine. I mean, what do you do? Like, are you insane? Are you telling me you've never done anything like this before? Like, how does it work for you here, right? When they're already like at such a low position, it feels bad. Like a human doesn't naturally want to say, like, listen, bro, hold on. What I do is nowhere near comparable how evil like the shit you've done. It's like you fucked up, like really hard. Like you're doing because they're always like working to like lower themselves to make them unassailable for the person talking to. But okay, sorry.
I don't know if you have a sponsor, but you might.
Do you think that's the same thing as selling a financial product?
I thought it was going into it. I'm now beginning to believe that you're correct, and it's not.
Okay, now that if you start to believe that I'm correct, are you willing to try to avoid the damage you might do to people by 1, not selling your tokens, and 2, maybe giving back the back half of, you said the first half is spent. I don't know if that's true. I'm just trusting you here, but actually giving back the 5K you're going to be making back to the community, locking it, making sure that people aren't going to get hurt further?
No.
No, I'm going to pay my medical bills next month with that last time.
No,
I'm
sorry.
sorry to anybody that's disappointed with that.
Yeah.
I have an $1,100 medication plus a $300 medication. I got a bunch of I'm going to buy medicine with it, man. And if
Please
people are disappointed with that,
excuse.
I fully understand that. It's a shitty thing to do, and I'm a shitty person for doing it. You can have that opinion. I'm okay with it. That said, about burning the coin.
Yep, throwing yourself to us. Yeah, I'm a shitty person. I'm horrible. I understand, right? Yeah.
It's something I'll have to seriously
It's
consider.
the next step, right? Because if you continue to apply pressure on a person like that, then eventually that's like the next step, right? Remember, you always ratchet up the bid for assurance, right? You can keep going further. I don't know if you win this or not. Like you can also keep taking that further, right? Where it's like once you got so low, the person continues to lean into you. It's like, well, okay, well, fine. What do you want me to do? You want me to die? Right? He's kind of ready to do it. Should I just kill myself then? What do you want me to do? Should I just be broke or poor so now I can't afford anything? Like, what would you have me do? Like, I have no options, right? Remember, it's externalize everything, remove all agency from yourself. Those two things are one and the same, and then to continue to fight from that position. Yeah.
My immediate answer is I'll need to survey the damage. I'll need to understand what people have lost. I'll need to understand how much good burning those coins will do. And if it's going to make a genuine impact, I think I'd consider making the sacrifice, yes. I think I would make the sacrifice if I thought it was going to make a genuine impact.
I don't believe you. I think you're going to try to get as much money out of this as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's probably the last thing I'll get to do, and I bet after this video is live, I don't think a lot of people are going to trust me moving forward. That might be the smart move, but I'm still going to consider it though.
Well, you did just sell out your community, and your answer is sort of like, oh, I have bills, but look, everyone's got bills. You have medical bills. That's horrible, obviously. You know, I wish you the best, but is there not any other way to make money than launching meme coins?
Well, I'm currently selling every collectible I own to try to keep my head above water. I'm making YouTube videos as much as I can. I'm making $20 a YouTube video if I'm lucky.
Remember what he just said earlier, right? He's scrambling. He said earlier, I sit around my home and I'm bored all day with nothing to do. And now he's scrambling to make videos and he's trying to sell, everything else, right? It's how are both these things true at the same time? Does that make sense?
Because my channel completely monetized. I have my podcast and I'm working as hard at the podcast as they'll let me, but there's only so much we can do there, and it's bringing in $2,000 a month. So collectively, I'm bringing in about $3,500 a month. Without medical bills, I need about $6,000 to survive. With medical bills, I need close to 8 or 9, and I've run out of savings. So I'm selling everything I can to just try to keep my head above water here. And I think it might go. I know we made a big joke out of it on the documentary that I filmed last year, but the reality of it is I'm very sick and it's very difficult to get work. I took this opportunity because I thought it was a fair one. If it's not, then I'm asking.
Why? Okay, let me ask you this. If every
Oh, he's so close. We're just waiting for him to drop the, what am I supposed to do? You just want me to die then? I just can't take any opportunities? Do I need to, I'm just supposed to not be able to, come on. That's the like one of the final stages. After that, then it's like threatening suicide, and then it's going to be shred attempts, and then it's going to be, well, acting yourself is never part of this escalation of bids for assurance, because you don't get any assurance if you're dead, so.
other opportunity in your life is not paying a ton of money, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a
Why is
crypto token
audio
is paying
not synced
$10,000.
up?
You think that's suddenly going to be a fair thing? I mean, everyone knows, like, everything's about risk, reward. The shadiest people pay the most money. Why did you think that was, oh, that's going to be fine?
Because in my experiences, a lot of these crypto bros are multi-millionaires. To them, $10,000 is a blink of an eye. They could burn $10,000 on their front lawn.
No, they're paying it to make money from your fan base.
I thought it was as a dream. I thought it was as a joke. I thought it was a bit.
The joke is they're getting rich or what?
Do a bit. Do what?
The joke is they're getting rich or what?
I hope they're not getting rich, because I sure is shitting from it. I hope nobody's losing money, and I hope they're not taking it. I hope nobody's taking money from this. I hope nobody loses money.
Well, that's impossible when you have $3 million in trading volume. It's just impossible that no one's lost money here.
As I told you, my friend, I did not expect anything like that. I certainly didn't.
I tried to tell you.
If that's true, then why did you accept getting compensated with a percentage valuation of the coin? That's like the killer question. I mean, there's like 12 killer questions that you can ask here, right? You thought that crypto bros were going to be the ones investing in it? Then why, if you're telling everybody that's a broke coin to buy a broke, why would you expect crypto bros to invest in it? That doesn't make any sense. If it was just a meme joke sell, why are you offering a service in conjunction with the coin? If you thought that it wasn't going to do anything or perform at all, why do you have a percentage stake in the coin itself? Why do you have, like, there's like so many questions, it's like none of it lines up.
Before you made that post announcing the actual coin.
I mean, you told me 5 minutes before I made it. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. You tried, and I appreciate it.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. How do we stop influencers from doing this, Boogie? Everyone's taking these deals. Everybody wants to get rich, and they don't care if their fans suffer. Well, I mean, what do you think we can do? Just tell me.
Put yourself in the mind of Boogie. What can we do to prevent things in the future? Well, I don't know. People like you are really important, CoffeeZilla. It's going to be something like that. And then the second one is going to be people like you are really important, and maybe nobody should invest in these projects. They're probably all bad. I wish I would have known that before. That's my guess. We'll see what he says. Those two. I might be off, though. I don't know.
What can I do to educate people? Because this is like a Sisyphusian battle. Every day it's someone else selling out. What can I do? How can I educate people?
And someone, give me a moment to think about it. I'm sure this will be edited a little bit, I hope, because I'm going to need a pause here if that's okay. So I really want to think it through. You need to get the message out that there is no such thing as a safe promotion for this.
Okay, so that was point 2. Yeah, all of them are scams, maybe. Yeah.
But there is no such thing as people not losing money. If you're telling me everyone's losing money on this guaranteed, then I needed to have the understanding that no matter what I did, all I was doing was stealing from somebody. I didn't think that. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I didn't
You're telling me that now, and I'll never do anything like this again.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's always after
it's
you
early
collect the
then.
rewards. This is the Vosh strategy. You do a bad thing, you collect the benefits for doing the bad thing. Once the bad thing has been exposed, then you try to collect the virtue for disavowing the bad thing every time. Yeah.
I'll do my due diligence here. I do have some integrity. I'm going to do the work that I need to do. But after that, I'll never do this again because you are telling me the only outcome is that people get ripped off. If I had that understanding going into this, I would not have done it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And
Okay,
then,
thanks, Boogie. I appreciate it. I hope you get better. I hope you get better with your sickness. And
yeah, it's cancer, man. People don't generally get better.
why would you say that if you had cancer?
Okay,
Cancer, you don't get
this
better
is-
from it. That's so absolutely not f***ing true. Depends on the type of cancer. Depends on the condition of the patient. Depends on the healthcare available to you. Depends on no.
He's just hardly convincing that he has cancer.
Hold on. Third one is stupid. Depends on the type of cancer, depends on the status of the patient, and it depends on how far the cancer's progressed. And then also other things like finances and medical, whatever. Those three are the big ones. Why would you just say it's cancer? There's no hope. That's such a stupid thing to say. No shot. He's lying. He's absolutely lying. He's absolutely lying about it.
All right, well, I'm glad you got a kick out of that. I feel a little like, I don't know if this is my internalized homophobia.
That's such a shitty thing to do. What an unbelievable thing. Why the fuck would you say that at the end? That's such a disgusting thing to say. It's cancer. You always die. That's not true. There are so many different types of cancer. With certain screening, depending on what you're at risk for. So if you're a man of a certain age, they're things like colonoscopies or prostate exams or whatever. If you're a woman of a certain age with a certain medical background or a history of cancer, they might recommend like mammogram cancer. Why would you say that? It's just a stupid, fucking horrible thing to say. I wouldn't even care so much that he says that. But the fact he'll say that and say he has cancer and he's collecting money for the treatment at the same time. Also, so is he doing chemotherapy? You said he's paying $1,800 a month or $1,100 a month. I guess it changes all the time. What is he paying for cancer treatments? Is he getting medication every month or every week, or is he doing radiation treatment? What has he said about this? I don't. Have you looked into that at all? Do you know?
I don't know all the details of his cancer treatment, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if he's lying. But
2988 cancer. Wait, hold on. Okay, somebody linked something. Okay. Hey, so I debated not sharing this, but I got my official. This is why I don't trust people like Turkey Tom. Okay, because they miss out on the value of some streamers. Boogie is indeed at times quite the comedian. Boogie, what a fucking hilarious joke. Boogie joking that he would actually withhold some piece of information that makes him look like a victim? That's one of the funniest fucking jokes I've heard of the year. We've got 5 months left of the year. I don't think I'll hear anything funnier than this. Somebody entered as a contender for most hilarious fucking joke of all time. Okay, sorry. Hey, so I debated not sharing this. I got my official diagnosis today, so why not? I do, in fact, have a type of blood cancer called polycythemia vera. It's extremely slow moving, and many people live with it for decades. No big deal. I guess if you're going to get cancer this one to get, it might lead to stroke or heart attack that's easily managed. It doesn't eventually lead to leukemia. We can stay on top of that, or it could eventually. Okay. And at the end of the day, I don't think you should be that worried about it, and I'm not going to be that worried about it. Why the fuck are you even publishing it? Okay, so if indeed has this, he has like a form of cancer that takes decades to progress, so there's never any public viewing of like a symptom of cancer or chemotherapy. There's no treatment involved, so you never have to talk about treatment or paying for it. I guess, right? You didn't mention anything. Sorry. But then hold on. But assuming all of this is true, assuming everything here is true, and he does have this, and everything he said about it is true, why the fuck did he say at the end of the CoffeeZilla video, you know it's cancer, you die from it, there's nothing you can do? Why the fuck would he say that?
Want some sympathy, I guess.
I wonder if Sneeko getting unbanned. I guess I'm very shocked that you haven't been on Twitch at all.
My appeal got rejected like a week after Sneeko's got approved, so they just super don't like me there.
It's just... it
That,
seems like
Yeah,
it's so
yeah,
like...
skip
It's like
the respawn.
Sorry?
Who's the one COD streamer?
The one?
I have a favor to ask of those people, though, and I'm sorry to have to ask anything. But I see the rumor mills creeping back up again. The same rumor mill that's accused me of God knows what else. And this time they've decided that I am faking my cancer diagnosis. And whereas I know that those people know better, I know that nobody's that stupid, it's still going to spread like wildfire. So number one, if you're that kind of person, stop. I get it's fun to LARP about me. I get it's fun to pretend that I'm a piece of... I get that I made my mistakes in the past. But cancer's not something to pretend about. Cancer's not something to joke about. Cancer's not something pretending that I'm lying about cancer for clout and views.
He is absolutely lying. What a piece of shit. Unless he posts something in here to prove it wrong.
Up thing to do. Get help. Secondly, if you see a YouTuber saying that I'm faking this, link it to me.
He is faking
I
it.
normally free speak.
Faking it.
Link destination now.
Yep, sue me. Sue me.
It's time I finally put my
Sue me.
foot down if I have to.
Hold on.
So I will here. Okay? And thirdly, if you see the comment sections, if you see videos about it, shout the ears down. Let them know. Let them know reality. I get that it's fun to pretend. I get that it's fun to dunk on me and try to ruin my life. I get it. You, if you're doing that.
Live here right now.
I don't want to let you this time. I've let you every other time. I didn't give a what you had to say. But cancer's not a thing that we're going to joke about, okay? Cancer's not a thing that we're going to pretend I'm lying about. That's not a thing we're going to do.
If you can get me on the show, tell Keemstar to DM me on Twitter, and I will get on my phone.
Okay,
And
here comes the...
okay?
Here we go. We got a call.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Let's see if it works. Good luck.
Join video call. Oh my God, there's so many people.
Ladies and gentlemen, a popular streamer by the name of Destiny.
Yeah, I know.
Where the fuck is our webcam at?
Listen, probably OBS is using it.
Oh my God. Hold
Hold
on. We're turning the camera on.
I have to delete it.
You guys literally ruined the intro. He gave you guys a big shout out.
Can you just shut the fuck up?
There's no
Shut up.
camera,
You're so
and
negative.
it's just your voice and it cringe.
Everything about...
There.
Yeah. Do we have a camera?
You know...
How you guys doing tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, how's it going? We can see you. You guys look fantastic.
Turn it on.
I mean, some of you
Don't
at
be
least.
so friendly.
What kind of
There we are.
Hey,
Oh
there
my
we go.
God, we're on.
There you go.
But not X.
Okay, we don't need him. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, you're not. You can say whatever you want. And it's gonna be like we said it.
All right. Are we good to go?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Boogie2488, you are being confronted tonight. I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia. Can you explain?
Well, then why would he call it? Why would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera? Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
Well, if he ordered a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be weird that you told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation if it hasn't been confirmed.
Because the markers are in my blood. The hormone markers are in my blood.
Correct.
Destiny.
But you said that you'd received a diagnosis, but now you just told me that you got a bone marrow biopsy to confirm.
It's a diagnosis, and now we're confirming.
Sure.
It's called a confirmation. The hormone markers are already in my blood.
Yep.
Hey,
So I
what
think what happened
happened?
is, Boogie, based on everything...
biopsy
Yeah.
because I'm wanting to do that because I'm praying to God I don't have cancer.
He doesn't care.
I'm praying to God I'm taking the 1 in a million chance that they're wrong and that there's another reason that I have the hormone imbalances in my blood.
Yeah. Why are you praying to God 2 years after you said that you have cancer that you don't have cancer?
Because 2 years ago, they told me I have polycythemia vera based on the fact that I had increased red blood cell counts, increased hemoglobin, and the hormone markers in my blood. And it all spelled pretty definitively that I have this. And so he wanted to get a bone marrow biopsy, but it is intrusive and expensive, so they decided to forego it. I would like to still get it done because I am hopeful, I am praying that there's a merciful God of the world that would be willing to let this be wrong, even though it most certainly is not.
So why are you talking about expensive cancer treatments if they don't even know if you have cancer? That nothing has been confirmed yet. It's been 2 years. They're not. How are they
treating it for years?
How are they treating it, Boogie?
Blood test, blood thinners, bloodletting, medications. They're trying to get my weight down. Yes. I'm seeing the doctor every 3 months. I'm doing blood tests every month. We're doing it.
Yep.
So they don't know if you have cancer or not. So can I understand
hold my hand?
Well, sure. So I mean, I can explain. So I can explain. So I can explain everything, right? So Boogie has a condition called polycythemia, which means there's an elevation in his
polycythemia vera.
No.
Polycythemia vera.
I want to hear the guy that actually knows something.
Polycythemia vera. He knows more about my medical diagnosis than I do.
Gary, well,
I was in room. My girlfriend was in room.
You are filibustering.
Go right the fuck ahead.
Be nice. Be nice,
Okay,
Boogie.
yeah, I will go ahead. Okay, so I think that Boogie was told that he has polycythemia, which means he has an elevation of his red blood cells. Now, there is a cancer known as polycythemia vera, which is caused by a mutation in some part of your body that causes an elevation of 3 different levels of things that you'll find. One of those is the red blood cell count. However, when Boogie was talking about the polycythemia, he mentioned a couple things that I thought were interesting. The first was that taking an exogenous hormone, TRT, testosterone, that caused a increase in him developing this condition. So taking testosterone will not cause you to develop a cancer. That doesn't, not for this particular cancer, it won't. It will cause you to develop secondary polycythemia. The second thing that he mentioned was that his doctor ordered a sleep study. That's because one of the things that can cause your body to produce more red blood cells is if you have hypoxemia, which is a lower count of, or a low amount of oxygen in your blood for an extended period of time. And the reason why he ordered that sleep study is probably because Boogie either has pulmonary obstructive something, or he has, as he mentioned, sleep apnea. And sleep apnea, which is a decrease in oxygen overnight, can lead to a decrease in oxygen in your blood, which can lead to an increase in the production of red blood cells. All of the things that Boogie described, both the things that cause this and the treatments for it, are consistent with secondary polycythemia. None of these are consistent with cancer, and the fact that he's saying that they've now ordered a biopsy 2 years after. 2 years after. Let me just finish real quick. Let me finish real quick. Wait, real quick.
He's not done.
Yeah. 2 years ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you've just said now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer.
Confirmation.
Is this House MD? Are we treating a blood cancer without actually confirming it yet? For 2 years, you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
Because it was in my blood markers, and that's pretty goddamn definitive. You can Google that, Destiny. When you have the hormones, when you have the hormone in the blood that is produced by this cancer, it's pretty goddamn definitive. It doesn't show up for just sakes of it.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Look, you want to keep saying you're the patient, you know what your body has.
Yes.
But when I go to the doctor, they give me this, which is like papers.
Because I was going to say, Boogie can end this whole thing. Show me a single document with polycythemia vera on it. You don't have one. I don't think the doctor ever diagnosed you with it.
Can I ask you something, Destiny? Is it possible that when the doctor was seeing him, they were asking you could have polycythemia, if I'm saying it correctly, or polycythemia vera, but you don't have the cancer version. You have this version.
Correct.
There is
polycythemia.
I'm asking him. Is it could be like a loss of translation type situation?
Yeah. So polycythemia just means you have an elevation of red blood cells. That's all that means. Your red blood cell count is high. And
so
I think
you can just be fat and sleep apnea can create that.
Sleep apnea could do it. Yeah, anything. Yeah, like that
fair.
could cause it. And the fact that Boogie said, we knew that when I was taking TRT, this was a risk of that. That means that risk is to develop secondary polycythemia. That was the risk, and then that is what ended up happening, unfortunately. But it's not cancer. That was induced because of just a low oxygenation of the blood.
So why? Explain to me, Destiny, why there are markers, hormone markers in my blood that have tested positively for polycythemia vera.
If there was, then he wouldn't have.
Sticking to it now.
Yeah,
I'm never showing any of these from my medical paper. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm staying by it now. Destiny, Jackson Clark, Keemstar, you can see it when I die. It's my goddamn medical record. I've given you every goddamn phone call. I've given you every text. I've given you. It's never made a single goddamn thing better. I'm not going to do it. Go for yourselves.
You could easily end this right now by just showing.
I would rather you just continue to LARP. I would continue to LARP.
Okay, well, no, here's an easy question.
Goddamn thing. The last goddamn thing.
You're the one
who's the fucking security I have in the fucking world.
So the easy thing here is, if there are blood markers that definitively confirm polycythemia vera as a blood cancer, then why are they doing a biopsy?
Because I'm insisting on it. Because I'm hoping the microphone.
No, wait. Why would you have to insist on a biopsy if you can confirm with a with blood markers? It's because you can't.
Because I'm hoping that I are wrong.
If you're hoping they're wrong, then why 2 years ago were you talking about fighting cancer? Why would you be talking about like?
I have been for 2 years.
Fighting cancer? How? With what? With blood thinners?
Oh, this one's for you, Boogie.
Because oh goddamn it! Because you treat polycythemia vera almost identically to the way that you treat polycythemia, because you can't attack the cancer directly. All you can do is treat the symptoms, and the symptoms are identical to polycythemia because it's the same thing, with the exception of one's getting caused by an external source and the other's being caused by fucking cancer. And in this case, it's getting caused by cancer. Destiny.
So I do think there are different treatments available for polycythemia vera, and I think that the outcomes for that are significantly worse than just having it induced by some other thing like sleep apnea or hypoxia. But I mean, if you wanted to, the treatment
plan is pretty identical.
Yeah,
the treatment plan is pretty identical.
So if there are two huge things. So one, you could show it to a private party and they could confirm, somebody like Keemstar. But two, the issue is that if you want to keep your medical issues to yourself, I think everybody is entitled to that right, obviously. But if you're going to come out,
I should have never talked about it to begin with.
Well, hold on. No, hold on. Stop. Hold on.
One of the reasons I was going to do a GoFundMe was because they verify, for the record. They verify.
They verify?
So
that would be the third party that I would.
Yeah, so GoFundMe does not do the best verification, as has been proven multiple times in the past. But the issue is that you say that you shouldn't have talked about it, but the fact is that you did. You did the day that you got the diagnosis. You were like, well, I was considering doing this, but I just got my diagnosis today. So you weren't considering. You did it instantly.
I sat on it for a while.
Wait, on your tweet, did you not say that I got my diagnosis today and then talk about it?
They told me. Okay. They told me in the office that they were worried about it. Then they did the blood tests. Then, yes, I did tweet about it on the day that I got confirmation. But I sat on it for a couple of months before, or for a couple of weeks before, because it took a while for us to get the blood results.
So you sat on it when you didn't know the answer? That's not called sitting on it. That's just called waiting for an answer. Also, if you were so keen on diagnosing whether you had cancer or not, why would you wait 2 years to get the biopsy?
I don't know if you've ever followed my Twitter before, but I tend to, as it happens. This one I started
real-time news.
I don't understand why you're waiting. I don't understand why you wait 2 years.
Solid cancer diagnosis.
Cancer is pretty fucking serious.
There is no cancer.
Cancer is pretty fucking serious.
It's secondary polycythemia. There is no cancer here. There's no proof of it. You can't show anybody proof of it because it's not real. And yeah, I don't know. As somebody that like his mom had cancer, it's just a little bit gross, I feel like, when people are talking publicly about fighting cancer and stuff.
Who is the person that faked cancer before, the chick? You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Only had cancer once. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a vintage meme.
No, that's
a vintage.
Wasn't it Emily from RuneScape or something?
There's so many people that don't know that meme right now.
Yeah. Can I ask Boogie, is it possible that you just jumped the gun on releasing your diagnosis thing?
No.
You don't think you jumped the gun a little bit?
No.
Anything is possible, sure.
I just don't understand why you won't just go grab a piece of paper and just disprove them.
Because I don't have
all these feelings.
He has nothing with those words on it.
Number two, And like I said a year ago, when these guys tried to get
Hold on.
this is the one last thing I have left. You were in my marriage. You guys were in everything else. You're in every aspect of my life. Let me have one goddamn.
What you're trying to tell me?
Tomorrow.
That's everybody.
Lead. Boogie lies about cancer. Then hand over to you pieces. That's just. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. Go ahead. Print it, Dexerto. Go ahead and print it.
Can you get your patient portal up on your phone and like send it to Tommy?
I'm not going to.
He's never doing that. He does not have a cancer diagnosis. There is 0% chance that he has one. Remember, every leading thing for this cancer diagnosis the doctor talked about has to do with secondary polycythemia. The sleep apnea was a contributor to that, and the TRT was a contributor to that.
Of course, except for the hormone markers in my blood. Except for
but if you had hormone markers for it, that's either a definitive diagnosis, in which case you wouldn't be getting a biopsy 2 years later, or it wasn't definitive and you would have gotten a biopsy 2 years later instead of saying they're treating you for cancer for 2 years. You just said before that you don't have the money for extra medical stuff. If they don't need that test to confirm cancer, why would you spend extra money on a biopsy they don't need?
I don't know if you heard of this, Destiny. I just got a bit of a windfall.
Ooh.
Might have heard about it.
Yeah, you may have heard of it.
We have.
What's a windfall?
He did a $10,000 crypto scam using partly his cancer thing as an excuse for why he needed to scam his fans. But
I just want to. I want to join real quick because
like...
you just got caught lying about me to CoffeeZilla.
Seems like a lot of to go through.
And now you're being confronted. And now you're being confronted on one of the biggest lies on internet history.
I can't take it seriously.
And you won't prove it?
No.
You won't prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If this is true, and you lied about cancer, this is the biggest scandal on the internet.
And it's not, but go ahead and print it anyway. Go ahead and print it anyway. I pretty much prove it. None of you.
Fucking
I said this
prove
2
it.
years ago, and I'm not doing it today. Go right ahead. Print it. Print it the way it is. Go right ahead.
Print it. Run it.
I'm okay with that.
So I guess just to wrap up, because we don't want to take all you guys' time tonight.
Very
so just as
busy
a couple
people.
things, right? So the story as laid out, if you look up secondary polycythemia versus polycythemia vera, all of the leading things that Boogie talks about leading to his condition are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not the mutation that would cause polycythemia vera. The things that Boogie says that his doctor wants him to check for afterwards, like doing a sleep study, are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not primary polycythemia. And the fact that he says, I'm almost done. The fact that he says that he had the blood markers or something to confirm it 2 years ago, but is now getting a biopsy for secondary confirmation, even though he says he doesn't have the money for medical bills, but I guess now that he does have money, he's going to waste all of it on biopsying things that are already confirmed, or at least confirmed enough that he wanted to talk about it publicly for 2 years ago, and then use it to fundraise the money that he now has so that he can do the biopsy that I don't even think he's doing, by the way. I don't think he's actually doing that biopsy. I think that's a lie as well. And if you wanted to disprove it, all he has to do is show a private party this particular medical thing, and and it would be.
That's also fraud. That's just fraud.
To summarize, Jesse, you're basically saying he's kind of unlucky he doesn't have cancer.
I mean, for this particular case, yeah. I mean, if he wants, here, I'll do this. If Boogie can confirm that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
Get
Hey, you need
10,000.
money.
You're not
You
seeing
get-
my medical records for 20.
Need
not
some
for
money,
50. You're not
bro.
seeing my medical records.
$5,000.
I said this.
I don't get it. You leak your own medical history, but you won't leak
Just
your
remember, okay, so then I just want people to remember in the future then, when Boogie says, I have to do XYZ scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much, he can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said that he has. Doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Even I have a limit. Even I have a limit.
What's the limit, though? Yeah, I think
Million
you can probably
50K.
understand that he, there's a big history of people, I guess, scamming people with cancer, and it's like the worst of the worst. And you're getting confronted with that right now, when your response to that is nuh-uh.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not going ahead. I'm just, I'm explaining to you.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
I'm not.
I don't care.
I'm not going ahead with anything.
He's speaking to you.
No, I'm saying
I'm trying to explain to you why we're in this situation. Is just that people view this as one of the lowest things, right? It's about as bad as it gets.
If you have polycythemia vera, why aren't you just trying to disprove that, other than them making you look like you're
Because 2 years ago,
cancer for a donation?
I'd rather that. Then
Why would you rather that? That's so stupid.
This is the last thing I have is my medical.
All right, do you care about this anymore?
If I hand this over, I've given over literally every goddamn thing.
What if you give it directly to Destiny himself? I mean,
it's funnier if we just hang up on them.
Medical records.
Destiny, and you know what? This might have turned out differently had he messaged me the night before, and we had the conversation.
Yeah. You wouldn't have nagged him for a whole night not to come out.
Why leak the whole medical history, not just the confirmation?
Because I don't know. I have no idea.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, guys. Cool. We'll see you guys
Take
later.
care, Destiny.
Bye.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, man. Good night, guys.
It's ending then.
Have a pleasant evening.
I was so right. 100%. He was faking it, right? None of his story makes sense. I was so right.
I don't fucking know.
It's kind of hard not to pin Soldier Boy and just go, and you fat as.
Why?
Is that where your mind is going right away? Oh my god, dude! I didn't watch this, but apparently it was a good documentary. Is the thing on this dude? Did you see it?
I did see it, and it was pretty good. It was done really well.
Okay, so what is the cliff notes on this dude? Because all I know is he was fat as fuck, and I guess he lost weight, but then he got it back, or maybe he didn't get super not fat. I don't know.
I thought he got the thing where they make your stomach not as big or not as stretched, whatever, and they staple it.
Yeah, the staple thing.
I've had friends get that.
Okay.
Then they're not too good.
Oh, you're talking about that's gastric bypass surgery.
The pre-Ozempic method.
Yeah, but that's good though, because if you continue on your plan with dieting and exercise, whatever, right? Then you garner good results because you're on a path, and that kind of plateaus you up, right? Yeah. But you have to continue that way, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, then it's kind of useless.
Yeah.
Then you just.
Blending them. And like about cancer is kind of insane. There's a low blow right there.